Well, just another tough loss for us tonight. Give Presbyterian a lot of credit for competing as hard as they did. Their relief pitching and Dearman and Cook did a nice job. They jumped on us early in the first inning, scored 2 runs. Had a little bit of tough luck. Had a line drive that hit Breyer's, tipped off Breyer's glove, went down the line, and led to a couple runs. But we answered right back in the second inning. T.O. hit a big 2-run homer. Then they scored a couple more. We just struggled to get in the strike zone, had 3 walks in that inning. Single, 2 RBIs, and it was a 4-2 game. But we kept answering. Birdie hit a home run, and then we put together a big inning. Jordan and Jayhawk back-to-back homers. Michael Green with a single. T.O. with a walk. Sam Hall drove in a run. And we had a little bit of tough luck in the 8th inning, hit a double, sac fly, and then we had a couple hits where we tried to be aggressive on a ball in dirt, and our catcher picked the ball, threw us out, and got a couple hits after that. And in the 8th inning, quite honestly, the 8th inning was my fault. We had the leadoff walk, Jayhawk. Michael Green laid down a nice bunt, got to first base. I asked Bryce, he's a little more comfortable bunting to the first base side of the field, and their first baseman crashed and made a nice play. So, but the bottom line is, I felt like we competed really hard tonight. Again, we gave up, we're just giving up too many runs. We gave up a big inning in the 7th. Had 3 innings where we gave up multiple runs. Felt like we continued to swing the bats well. I thought we played a really nice game defensively tonight. I thought Bird made an outstanding play on a ball up against the wall. Michael Green made a nice play in the outfield. Jayhawk made a nice play. Our defense has been pretty solid for us. Offensively, we've been scoring runs. It's been tough on us from a pitching standpoint, and we don't get deep into the ball game again with our starting pitching. And just unfortunately, we're trying to fight an uphill battle in a lot of these games, and we just got to find a way to put together a good game plan tomorrow. Hopefully we can get a little bit deeper into the game with our pitching and minimize runs given up, and if we keep swinging the bats the way we've been swinging the bats, then we could find a way to win the ball game. But I know it's frustrating for all of us. The guys competed as hard as they could. I felt like the dugout energy was outstanding tonight. The guys they're wearing it pretty hard, right now, just like all of us are, the coaching staff and the players. It's been very, very tough, but I can say this, our guys are fighting as hard as they can and competing as hard as they can, and we're going to show up here tomorrow ready to go and excited about the opportunity to get back on the field and try to do the best we can at putting this game behind us and getting ready for the Citadel.
Coach, last season you had such an incredible record in these 1-run games. It's been kind of the opposite this year.
Yeah.
Other than the pitching, is there anything you put your finger on? Is it the youth, or is it just one of those things?
I don't know. I wish I had that answer. You look at just over the first 3 years, just our record in 1-run games, and we were pretty dang good. And this year we just haven't been able to find a way to win those close games. I think early on we were doing a pretty solid job of it, but I think the hardest part is in a lot of these 1-run losses, it's 8-7s, it's 7-6s, it's 9-8s. We're just giving up a lot of runs. I think that's the toughest part about it. Is just offense doesn't show up every night. You can't score 7-8 runs a night. It's just too hard to do. So again, not to point the finger at anything. I think overall we've got to be better situationally, offensively late in the ball game. We've had some opportunities in some of these 1-run games to be able to move runners up or get a runner in, and we haven't been able to do that. And we've got to be able to shut the door, from the 6th inning on, and we've been giving up too many runs. We've had some tough luck too. They made a really nice play to end the inning when Bird hit a ball hard up the middle, and the middle infielder made an outstanding play. But we've had a lot of tough luck, but we got to do a better job of executing. We've got to be able to throw up more zeros on the pitching and defensive end, and when we get in those opportunities to move a runner up or get a runner in, we got to be able to get those runs in. Because you look back at this game, and even tonight, we probably left a run or 2 on the board that we had an opportunity to score. And good teams, find a way to get those runs in, and I feel like we're just coming up a little bit short, and you know, in those couple of areas, and you know, hopefully we can you know, get better, you know, starting tomorrow.